The next step then is to take these initiatives and create a roadmap. And of course, because I'm looking at a sample roadmap, the Red Java Digital Transformation Strategy roadmap, and I have also manipulated this priority from what it was originally, we can go to the roadmap now and we will notice that there's a couple of initiatives on here now that were previously prioritized that are no longer priority. See this initiative here, and you see the symbolism. It's a consistent symbolism that's in the prioritized 2x2, which is that these initiatives have the solid dot, which means that it's in the priority, and these initiatives have the half-filled dot, which means that it's no longer a priority. So that's good because it's prompted me to ask the question, although we had these initiatives on our roadmap, and clearly we had a lot more money to spend earlier, but we've now adjusted it down to $5 million. We now need to determine, well, are these still a priority for us to implement? And if not, then what do we do? Now, having said that, we always have said that this initiative is dependent on this initiative, which means that actually, if we said that we're going to remove this initiative from our roadmap, well, then we can't deliver this either. So really, we need to be either including this back onto our priority, or we need to remove this line altogether. But we're not going to do this for this exercise. What I want to do is focus on how do we actually add the initiative onto our roadmap. Let's have a look at our roadmap briefly. On this roadmap, we have horizontals, and we have a track of initiatives that's represented here. And these horizontals, what we call a theme. So when you click on a theme, it takes you to the define theme feature, and on the verticals we have what we call stages. When you click on one of these, it takes us to the set new stage or set stage feature, and then we can click on build, which is where we actually drag and drop our initiatives onto our roadmap. Let's go back to themes because I want to add a new theme, and this is how we do this. We drag a theme and we can actually choose to drop it here at the top or anywhere between any of the existing themes. And for this purpose, I'm just going to drag this one and drop it here. I'm going to name this one people. So we have a theme related to people. I'm now going to go to build. We're not going to add any more stages, but to add stages, it's just a matter of dragging and dropping the stages onto the verticals here. For our 3-year time horizon, these are the number of stages we need. What I'm going to do now is just scroll here and have a look on my left-hand side, and we'll see again a library of the initiatives that I have created previously. These ones here are gray because they're already on my roadmap, and I should be able to find these 2 initiatives which are still in that orange color. These 2 initiatives that I have prioritized, they're not actually on my roadmap at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is drag and drop them onto my roadmap. I'm going to put this one here, and what I'm really saying here is that the leadership development definition must be completed in stage 1 on my roadmap, and I'm going to drag this other initiative on here, and I'm going to say that actually we need to have the leadership development platform implemented in stage 2. You notice how when I drag and drop the initiative onto my roadmap, Jibility being a dedicated road mapping tool, it knows how to draw the lines for you automatically. It's very simple to use. You don't have to work out how to draw the lines. However, you can draw some of the lines yourself, particularly dependencies. I'm going to demonstrate that, and although it doesn't necessarily make sense to do this in terms of drawing dependency line, but I'll show you how you do this in this example. So let's say, for argument's sake, leadership development platform was dependent on the website sales platform being in place first. Then what we can do is simply drag and drop this over the top, have then create a dependency between these 2 initiatives. That's what this line represents. And if you didn't want that anymore, you can simply click that line and hit the delete to remove that line. In the Jibility road mapping feature, you can choose to move these themes around by clicking it and dragging it, say, to here. And again, Jibility just moves that for you. And if you didn't like that, of course, you can click undo and put that back. So that, in a nutshell, is how you create a Jibility roadmap once you've defined the initiatives. And you can see you can create some fairly complex roadmaps with this. And I can just zoom out a little bit so that you can see the full extent of the roadmap. You'll notice also on the bottom, because we have estimates for our initiative, you can also show what is the total cost by each stage. And that's quite useful, particularly if you're trying to work out what is the burn rate for each stage, so that you're not overcommitted for any particular stage along the time horizon. That's completes our quick walkthrough of the 6 Jibility steps, including, in this case, the initiatives and roadmap steps. Thank you.